Hello everyone, this is Suzanne and I am here with a tutorial for you on how to create a YouTube thumbnail. And the reason I'm sharing this with you today is because I need to do it. I did a web class last week and completely forgot that I needed to make a YouTube thumbnail for it so that it would look a little bit more professional. So I decided if I was going to do it, then may as well I record myself doing it so you could see how to do it too. Okay, so I am here in Canva and it's Canva 2.0. I have found out that there is, at this present time, no way to switch back to Canva 1.0. So if you are new to Canva, you are going to be using Canva 2.0. If you have had Canva for a while, the workaround is that you can go into one of your 1.0 designs and then make a copy and start from there. So that's the little workaround. But it seems to be getting a little glitchier, a little less glitchy these days. So that is exactly what I expected. So I'm sure that Canva 2.0 eventually will be just as good as 1.0 was. Okay, so I'm here on the home page of Canva. This is exactly what you will see when you open up your account. And right here you can see that you can type in the design that you're looking for. So I'm going to type in YouTube and it picked up YouTube thumbnail and it's going to show me several different template types. As I scroll down, I can see the different subcategories, and then if I want to open any of these up, then all I need to do is click on all. So I'm going to go with the tutorial YouTube thumbnail since I did a web class. That would be the closest. All right, so here are the templates that they have. And I have not picked one ahead of time. So I'm going to see which I think would be best for the video that I did, the training that I did. Okay, I think I'm going to go with, let's see here. I think I'm going to go with this one since it has a laptop. All right. So you'll notice that all I had to do was click on it and it snapped to the size of the canvas, and that is new in 2.0. It used to be that when you had the canvas size, if you clicked on it, it would put the image somewhere in the middle, and then you'd have to kind of work it around, or you could use the grids. But this snapped to it quite nicely immediately. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to change a text, and the title of my class was From Blah to Wow. So I'm going to type that in. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to see if it will allow me to change the font for just this one word. Because I'd like it to be different in a script font. Okay. All right, let's try the clicker. Aha, okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so it's not going to allow me to change just the one word, which is what I was expecting. So What I will do is, excuse me, I'm going to go ahead and copy this and move it so that I can see it. And what I will do, oops, I'm going to delete everything except the word to. And then I'm actually going to copy this, move that, because I'm going to have to break it up to do what I'm trying to do. All right. So I'm going to change this to, I'm going to try that clicker script again. I'm going to increase the font size. So right now it's 52. Let's do 64. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do here is, okay, that's, it's grouped. All right. So what I will do is I will first ungroup, because the black is grouped with the text box. So when I click off, I get them separate. What I can do now is make the text box a lot smaller. And actually, what I think I will do is I will go ahead, I will group these, or actually they are grouped, and get rid of whoops. All right, that's okay. So this is actually a pretty complex design, which is fine. I just didn't know it when I chose it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this word up here now, and before I do that, I will quickly copy it, because I'm going to go back to the clicker script. Oops. And then I believe I had set it at font size of 80. All right. So what I'm doing now is I am working with the text box, and I'm basically going to be combining all of these because they were all grouped. I had to ungroup them and then do them separately to get that font, the clicker script font that I wanted. So now I'm lining everything back up. Okay. And the other reason why I wanted to do this is I want to use a different font color. So I'm going to go with, actually, I'm going to go ahead and use something that's actually really bright as I can get it, which is going to be that red. So I want it to pop. All right. And then, okay, that's what I thought. So what I did was I deleted this picture, and so it just left me with a white space. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go into the photos and let's see what I can find. My class was about social media, so that's why I decided to type that in. However, I think what I'm going to do is let me go ahead and make a copy of this. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to delete that image. I'm going to try using grids, but only in this section. Okay, so that's covering it up. What I can do is I can push it back and keep pushing it backward so that I have what I want here, which is my my heading, but I have the grid. And the reason that I'm going to use the grid is I'm going to show the difference between what happens when you use a picture without any filters and what happens when you add a filter. So let's use this one as the example. I think I'm going to crop that so that I can see, well, maybe there's no cropping to be done. Okay. I don't think I like that because that looks like an upside down mountain to me, actually. Maybe it's just me. So let's go with something else. Okay, let's go with this one. So this is the original picture, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the same picture here, but I'm going to apply some changes to it. So the first thing I'm going to look at doing is using a filter. One of my favorites here in Canva is the rosy filter. So you'll see that it made it look a lot pinker, and there's drama, which can work really well sometimes. All right, the yellow filter gives it a little bit more of a yellow tinge. And all I'm doing here is just kind of playing with the filters initially to see what kind of look they each give the photo. Okay, so just by, if I were to just use the street, the black and white, I have just completely changed the feel of this. Not that I would want to do that, but I'm just showing how you can change things very easily. Let's go back to the drama a little bit. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so their interface has changed a little bit. It used to be that you got all of these options under the filter, which is where I was looking for them. Okay, so let's say that I wanted to create or to use a vignette. You see that it's darkened the sides. And then I could play around with the tints if I wanted to. Okay, and the saturation level again. Okay, so let's see what I've done. I've taken a picture that, you know, was a good picture. Nice pretty clouds and sky, but I've made the colors a lot more intense. The reds are redder, the blues are bluer. The white has taken on kind of like a creamish tinge. And instead of looking like a sunny day, a fairly sunny day, although it's cloudy, this to me looks a little bit more stormy, like there might be a storm coming in because of the vignette that I applied here, if you remember. So I punched the vignette all the way up, and so that has changed it. Okay, so the last thing that I would do, I'm just going to leave it there because this is already a 16-minute tutorial. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this, I'm going to center this entire thing. So actually what I need to do that properly is I need to group everything. Let's shift this just a little bit further, closer. All right, so to group something, all I need to do is I need to click on, so if it's a text box, click on this, and then I'm going to click on each text box that I want to group, and then I'm going to just, and then I'm sorry, I skipped a step. Let's start again. So I click on the first text box, then I hold the Shift key down, going to click on the second one and then the third. Then I'm going to click on group. Once I have done that, this is going to move together. And so at that point, I can start moving it around and I can center it, which is what I want to do. So now it's centered, and now you're getting the feel of, you know, from blah to wow, which was the topic of that video. So that's how you would use or make a YouTube thumbnail. What you would do from there is you would go ahead and download it. And then once you download it to your computer, then you can upload it to your YouTube channel. I think I said it was a cover, but it's actually a thumbnail. So what I could do now, and maybe I'll share that, maybe I'll cut this video off here and then do a quick short video showing how I actually upload it. But basically, what I would do is just use this as a cover for that video. Okay, so hope that is helpful for you. If you use YouTube, now you know how to make a YouTube thumbnail and how to play with the filters and the other advanced settings so that you can do some fun things with your pictures. Okay, bye for now. I'll see you in the next video.